بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. The Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام taught us how to make wudu, how to shower, how to clean ourselves after using the bathroom, how to perform purification, how to pray, how to prostrate, and how to worship. Our discussion today is about how the Prophet عليه الصلاة والسلام performed a full body bath, a ghusl. However, brothers and sisters, before that, we should clarify that the Prophet ﷺ told us when such a bath is obligatory and when it is recommended. The Prophet ﷺ, although he was in an area that didn't have a lot of water, he guided his nation to cleanliness. He ﷺ said, وَالطُّهُورُ شَطْرُ الْإِيمَانِ. Purification is half of faith. This means it is a big part of one's iman. The Prophet ﷺ taught us that it is sunnah for a person to bathe at least once a week, meaning every 7 days. Therefore, it is recommended to take a bath on Friday. It is also recommended to take a bath on Eid al-Fitr and Eid al-Adha, and for the rain prayer, and for the lunar and solar eclipse prayers, for entering Mecca and Medina, after washing the dead person, and for other reasons. The Messenger of Allah ﷺ told us that it is sunnah to take a bath for every good gathering with Muslims. As for Friday, some scholars said that the bath is sunnah for the one who wants to attend the Friday prayer. And some said it is sunnah for every Muslim because Friday is a Muslim holiday. Therefore, it would be recommended for he who attends and he who does not attend. As for the obligatory bath, it is obligatory on the woman after the cessation of her menstruation, postpartum bleeding, and after childbirth. It is obligatory on the man and the woman after ejaculation or sexual intercourse. The way the Prophet performed the bath was that he started in the name of Allah when washing his hands, and he would moisten his hair roots so that it would be easier for the water to pass. Then, he would use less water when pouring. Once the hair is wet, he would wash his head 3 times. After that, he would wash his right side from the front, then from the back, then his left side from the front, then from the back. He would use his hands to wipe as he washed for assurance that the water reached all of the organs of the body. After that, the Prophet would wash his feet. As for wudu, the Prophet performed it before making his bath. He would perform a complete wudu, meaning with all the integrals and all the recommended acts. It is therefore recommended for the one who performs the full body bath to perform wudu upon wanting to take the bath. The Prophet would also cover his awrah, what is between his navel and his knees, while bathing. His awrah was not seen by anyone, even his wives. Also, when bathing, using little water is recommended, just like when performing the wudu. The Prophet frequently made wudu with the fill of 2 average-sized hands of water, and he would perform a full body bath with 4 of those, meaning 4 mudds. That is despite that he had thick hair. He used to penetrate his thick hair, and the way to penetrate it is by inserting one's hands from beneath until his fingers are inside of his beard. Then, he goes between the hairs from underneath and emphasizes that the moisture gets every hair. The Prophet ﷺ taught us how to bathe and how to purify ourselves, how to wear fragrances, and how to pray. It was narrated that the Prophet wanted to bathe one time, so he requested from someone to hold up the curtain for him, but to carry it from behind, in such a way that the Prophet would be behind that person's back. The person did so, and the Messenger of Allah ﷺ bathed behind that curtain. In this way, the Prophet shielded himself from the eyes of the people. The Prophet taught the nation that it is recommended to bathe for meeting with Muslims and to wear fragrance. The Prophet ﷺ used to love fragrance, and he would apply it, although he is already fragrant without it. I ask Allah the Exalted to grant us all to see our beloved Prophet ﷺ in our dreams, soon and in this month. Allahumma ameen, and Allah knows best.